Hello, my name is Rita Sanisetti, and for this project I work with MongoDB as my distributed big data application, Python for data processing, and Power BI for data visualization. The dataset I used is the Chicago Food Inspection dataset from Kaggle, which contains 100,049 rows and 14 columns. In this video, I'll walk you through the steps I followed to clean and process the data, store it in the MongoDB, and create visualizations using Power BI. This is my Jupyter notebook where I have written the Python code. Firstly, I started by loading the dataset into the Python using pandas, NumPy, and MongoClient. Then loaded the dataset into the data frame with pd.read_csv. Next, I checked for the missing values to identify what needed cleaning. So I found several columns like AKA name, facility type, and violations which needed to be addressed for usability. Next, I started inspecting data using df.info, which shows the dataset column names, data types, and non-null counts. Next, to make the dataset more consistent, I have performed the data cleaning by removing the extra spaces and filling missing values. I removed the extra spaces from the column names and filled missing values with the unknown or none, while filling numeric columns with the 0 and median values. Next, to ensure that there is no missing data remained, I rechecked the data set using df.isNull.sum. After cleaning, all missing values were filled and the data set was ready to store in the MongoDB. Next, I connected to the MongoDB and inserted the clean dataset into a database. I created a database and collection called Food Inspection DB and Inspections. Then inserted the clean data using insert underscore many. I got the data successfully inserted into the MongoDB. Next, I went into the MongoDB and I can find there is a database called Food Inspection DB and Inspections as the collection. Next, to gain insights, I performed aggregation to find the top 5 inspection IDs with the highest counts. So the aggregation pipeline grouped records by inspection ID and counted them, sorted by count, and showed the top 5 results as a data frame. Next, I connected Power BI to the MongoDB using ODBC drivers. So I'll show you how I have done. I went into the ODBC. So here I have clicked on add, then I have entered finish, then I'm giving the data source name as the inspections, server as the local host, and the database name is food underscore inspections underscore db. Next, I entered on the test connection, connection successful, and then I closed this tab. I went into the Power BI. Here I clicked on the get data. Here I entered the other and I went into the ODBC and I selected the inspections. I entered OK. Here I went into the food inspections and entered inspections, and here I got my data and I load this data. So I have already done. These are my 3 visualizations which I have created using MongoDB and the Power BI. So this is the first one and it's a pie chart. This chart shows inspection types, special events or festivals have the most 3.33%, followed by non-inspection and tag removal around 19% each, and unknown 4.76%. Most inspections occur at events or festivals while unknown indicates missing data. And the second one is the bar graph. This chart shows inspections by facility type, with wholesale facilities having the most and smaller categories like wine stores and youth housing have fewer inspections. Wholesale facilities likely get more attention due to the number of or need for the oversight. And the third one is the ribbon chart. This chart shows inspections by risk level, with most focusing on higher risk places. Medium and lower risk have fewer inspections, and some are marked as unknown. High risk locations are prioritized for inspections. And this is about my project. And lastly, I want to say, at the start of the semester, I felt a bit unsure and overwhelmed about the big data. It seemed so complex and huge, so I wasn't sure how I would handle it. There were few topics where I felt confusing and I didn't know how uh, they would be used in real situation. Now after completing this project, I feel much more confident and I have learned how to work with large data sets, clean them and analyze them, and even find meaningful insights. This project showed me how important big data is for solving real world problems and making better decisions. Concepts that felt complicated before now make a lot more sense, and I feel ready to take on similar challenges in the future. Thank you.